we're really excited to announce the partnership with Ooyala that was announced earlier this week. Ooyala is going to be able to take advantage of the best-of-breed technologies across the Adobe Experience Cloud, and more specifically leverage the playback and ad insertion capabilities of Adobe Primetime to help enhance their suite of products and really be able to take a complete end-to-end solution to media companies around the globe that want to take advantage of their capabilities.
Cool, and tell us more broadly then about the Adobe video offering and the growth of Primetime, the acquisition of TubeMogul, and sort of the whole scope of it now. What's going on?
It's, we continue to have great success with the television platform, Adobe Primetime. We're really seeing customers around the globe graduate from focusing on solving the fragmentation problem. How do I deliver high quality video across any screen, to starting to zero in on monetization. How do I make sure that I have a business model that supports advertising, and not just advertising in a digital manner, but converged advertising across both linear and digital. So we're focused on both the data elements of how do you understand who your audiences are, no matter what environment they're watching content, and then how do you activate against those audiences in order to maximize the value of advertising. We're really excited about the addition of TubeMogul to the Adobe Experience Cloud business. We've rebranded our ad offering as Adobe Ad Cloud, and on the sell side of the business, we see a great opportunity to help our media customers not only to create ad inventory and then use data to optimize the value of that inventory, but then also be able to plug into the demand side to maximize the value and the fulfillment of that advertising. And so, for Adobe, looking at both the buy and the sell side, and how do you bring that together through a common definition of audience in order to increase the value of advertising across whatever screen that's happening, linear or digital.
And tell us a little bit about, meeting with broadcasters. What are some of their needs? What are some of their expectations? And what are their challenges that you hope to help them solve?
Yeah, I think the last topic we were just talking about around monetization is certainly front and center. That tends to start with a better understanding of who their audiences are. In many instances, the broadcasters are exercising a new muscle. They need to think more like retailers, understanding who their audiences are, how do they get them into the flow of engaging with content, and then using their understanding of who their audiences are to then better monetize them. So we're seeing a lot of push towards audience-based selling, the use of programmatic in order to fulfill advertising, and with the push towards audience-based advertising, the need to make sure that I have a really solid data management strategy, that I can enhance the understanding of who my audiences are, and then I really make sure that we have a strong activation layer that allows us to sell that inventory, plan that inventory, fulfill that inventory.
Great, and there's a lot of talk about the cloud and a number of companies competing in terms of cloud computing and cloud as it relates to advertising. It's a kind of a very broad question, but what is the Adobe Cloud offering that's special, and what's the value to broadcasters or to the media side in particular?
So the Adobe Experience Cloud, we rebranded and renamed our cloud structure back about a month or two ago at our client summit here in the US. The Adobe Experience Cloud is really made up of three offerings. We've got the Adobe Ad Cloud, we have the Adobe Analytics Cloud, and we have the Adobe Marketing Cloud. I would say the fundamental thing underneath that, on all of that, and what really separates Adobe from any other cloud company in the business today, is the helping customers to better understand their audiences. Understand where they're engaging with content, helping to organize and append their understanding of audiences, and a lot of times they do that with our analytics cloud, and then using the ad cloud in order to monetize those audiences. And I think that, for us, helping those companies understand their data and then be able to activate against it is fundamental to who we are, and has really put us in a leadership position in the market really unlike any other cloud offering that's out there today.
Jeremy, on a different topic about live streaming, I should say TV everywhere authentication. Where does that stand as a business for you guys?
Yeah, it's really our birthright, in the TV space, and our authentication product continues to dominate across the TV everywhere landscape. We just released a new Adobe Digital Index video report, which showed that TV everywhere has doubled in size over the last 2 years. So we're continuing to see strong growth in TV everywhere consumption. We're seeing that not just on increased consumption, but the total number of viewers that are coming into TV everywhere is growing as well. What's really interesting is as we watch consumption of that content, TV is coming back into the living room. What started as a trend in mobile really has moved to a growth trend in TV connected devices. So looking at devices like Roku or Apple TV or Amazon, we're seeing share shift from mobile devices to TV connected devices. And it has all kinds of implications for day parting and other interesting trends we see. For instance, most daytime consumption, we're seeing the highest concentration of daytime consumption happening on mobile devices. But when you get into the 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. day part, you see TV connected devices as the dominant form of consumption. And so we see this shift to the TV connected device, which has implications for how broadcasters and media companies think about the apps that they develop, the environments that they're going to deliver their content to, and how they think about the advertising experience around those, because that also has implications depending on the size of the screen that you're using. So we continue to invest heavily in TV everywhere, and both supporting the traditional relationship between the MVPD and the broadcaster, but also looking at new distribution sources, some direct, some over-the-top distribution companies that are looking to use the same sort of TV everywhere authentication capabilities that have been used in the traditional model. So,
has that happened yet, or is that about in terms of going direct?
That has happened. So some of the direct-to-consumer or the OTT providers who are also looking to extend their content offerings by hooking up with your traditional content companies, they're using a TV everywhere authentication capability in order to make that pass happen between content and distribution. So we are seeing that.